amazing coffee.
The allegation in and of itself is it's damning. It's what it does to a person's credibility just to be accused of something.
And in this case, it was two Detroit police officers falsely accused of a heinous crime.
A pregnant woman claimed the cops sexually assaulted her on a ride across town.
But the evidence did not add up, and tonight's 7 Action News reporter Simon Shaquette shows you the exclusive video that exposed false allegations.
Thanks to well-placed sources, we're able to show you that exclusive video now for the first time. The footage tells the real story behind a rape accusation against police.
3012 Herbert.
It's 5:30 a.m. on the streets of Detroit. Two Detroit police officers from the 10th Precinct responding to a call of a disturbance come across a woman who says she's pregnant and needs a lift across town.
It was nothing short of our officers doing a good deed. It was cold, February 1st, and they drove her from one part of the city to the other.
From the area of Livernois and Grand River to the east side of Detroit, the woman is seen riding in the back seat of the patrol car for a total of 18 miles.
She gets in the car, and they drive from point A to point B, and they open the door. She gets out, and the officers leave and go back to their command.
An otherwise uneventful trip seemingly ends without any trouble at Mack and Cadillac, according to Mark Diaz, president of the Detroit Police Officers Association. But a short while later, the same woman makes a startling allegation.
After they dropped her off, she then claimed that they had raped her.
At Detroit Receiving Hospital, she reiterates to investigators that she was sexually assaulted during her trip. She alleges officers even said to her, quote, "I am the police. I run this. Ain't nobody gonna believe you."
They began the process of conducting tests.
At the hospital, a thorough exam known as a rape kit is administered. A registered nurse documents no sign of injury or trauma. Still, the troubling accusation quickly leads to an internal investigation. Both officers turn in their uniforms for inspection.
These officers were facing losing their freedom. These officers were facing going to prison for 20 years.
Detectives go back to the surveillance video from inside this police car. The entire ride is once again closely reviewed. There are no signs of distress or any complaints. Then, within 24 hours comes a bombshell. After learning of the in-car video, the woman makes yet another stunning admission where she claims no sexual assault took place.
Unfortunately, as all too often happens, someone makes a false allegation against our police officers.
The woman later says she was under the influence of alcohol and under medication for a serious mental condition. She apologizes for making up the entire story and potentially destroying the lives of those officers.
The allegation in and of itself is it's damning. It's what it does to a person's credibility just to be accused of something.
Diaz says, sadly, fake claims of this nature are common. Oftentimes, people are filing lawsuits just to see if the city will settle out of court for a cash payout.
Rape to planting of evidence to stealing money. In the past, there have been so many cases where a municipality will actually settle out of court as opposed to litigating a case just for the sake of the cost of actually litigating a case.
In this case, surveillance video making all the difference.
This is nothing short of urban terrorism, trying to take the freedom away from those who do nothing more than try to keep our citizens safe.
We made several attempts to contact the woman, but our door knocks and phone calls went unanswered.
We don't always have cameras there to prove it, but in this case we do. And it has to stop. And we have to all come together and make a solid stance against this, because again, we got to protect our protectors is what it comes down to.
The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office is currently reviewing a felony arrest warrant request from police. The woman, who we're not naming, could face years in prison for that fake claim. Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News.
In this case, the video works